Hickok 45 here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Well, come right after me there, buddy. Let's close it up. There we go, that's better. Let's smoke a little pot. Wake up the gong while we're here. There we go, throwing them low, throwing them high. Off to a bad start. I got to improve on that, don't I? Yes, Hickok 45 with the CZ Scorpion pistol, okay? EVO 3, S1, all that. The pistol with the brace. Pretty neat, huh? Let's go over and take a look at it. Losing my mind. It's almost like I've done this before. You probably saw this in the recent Sunday shoot around and talked about it and fired it some. So it's got a lot of stuff on it. Like I said, I kind of dreamed I'd already done this video, and that you all remarked on what the parts were, because I wasn't really sure, because I just bought it used. And a lot of the parts are not marked, at least that I can see. But I think someone said something about this being an Apex pistol grip, and a HB Industries charging handle extension, and an HB Industries trigger, and safety delete here on the ambi thing. And at least that's what I remember for my dream. And also the of course this I could actually read, so I told you that was a Gearhead Works brace, and this seems to be a Scorpion folding cheek rest. Okay, that's what that seems like. And then this one happens to have, even though it's a pistol, has a 7 3/4 inch barrel, I think. It happens to have a, which I guess whoever fixed it all up put a it's a, again, CZ handguard carbine length on it. Just wanted a longer handguard on it. Okay, and I kind of like that, to tell you the truth. Even though it's a pistol, you can look in there and see maybe the barrel ends like right in there. See, okay, which presents a little bit of an issue. This suppressor down in there, getting it off. Okay, but so that's what I've got. Okay, and we're going to shoot it some, talk a little bit more about it. So stay with me here. Let's shoot some. You want to put another mag in? Why don't we shoot some hollow points? Because this is a defensive firearm, or is it? I don't know. It's a fun plinker. I thought I'd try some hollow points. HST Federal. Imagine that. Well, yeah, imagine that. Of course, that's what I've been carrying long before I knew anybody at Federal. Let's pop a jug with one of these. Wow, nice, nice, nice. How about this 2-liter looking right at me? Oh, don't mess up my gun. How about let's smoke that pot right there? Yeah. Got a spare? No, that was a strike, wasn't it? How about another 2-liter? Sweet. Yeah. Not that a hollow point really does anymore. I don't know. Let's go there and hit the buffalo. Got a buffalo and a ram. All right. How about a gong? Boom. Thought I was about empty. How about a red bowling pin? Oh, nice. It felt like it was empty. Yep, it's empty. So yeah, in my dream, y'all were really helpful. You really were, as you often are. I mean, you know, not necessarily the trolls that come in. They're not all that helpful, other than reminding us of some of the poor folks that are out here in our society. But you all are always really helpful, and you let me know what these parts were and who made them, and even that I probably shouldn't have a limb saver on it. You know, because I think I dreamed at least I had a limb saver on the back of this baby to give me that little extra length I always like, you know, whatever I'm shooting. And but then again, you know, so it's one reason I'm here, you know, after the dream, because I think that might not be kosher. you know, there's a lot of disagreement about, oh boy, is there? Just Google, many of you already know that, but like AR pistols or this kind of thing, and braces, and what's legal in length and what's not, and a lot of it's not necessarily what's legal or not, it's what the opinion is, right, of the ATF at any particular moment, and what their latest rulings are that they've written up, and whose questions they've answered and how they've answered them. And so it really is a hodgepodge, and it's difficult to know. It really is. But apparently that is maybe not kosher to put an extra pad on there. Okay, so I don't know. We don't like to set a poor, oh, here's a ironic statement I'm about to make. I'm about to hear myself saying, I don't like to set a bad example for you all, for you youngsters, you oldsters, or anybody. I don't like to set a poor example and lead you down the wrong path, right? So it's kind of why we're back today and having fun with this again. It actually, the way it's set up, it's fine the way it is, really. I just wasn't thinking, you know, in my dream video, and some of you saw that. But anyway, this is the definitive production for this particular pistol that I bought. And like I said, we did the carbine a couple of years ago or something, and it's always been on my mind. I really kind of liked it. And I was at Clarksville Gun and Archery of all things, in Clarksville, Tennessee, picking up a gun, a Bud's gun that was shipped in, and this was hanging on the wall. And I thought, oh, there's one of those. And I looked at it, was that a pistol? Yeah, it was a pistol. And so I picked it up and looked it over, and I felt the grip and the safeties and the feel of it and the charging handle and the trigger, and I thought, you know, this seems better than one I had that we borrowed. And again, I wasn't even sure. I didn't, you know, from my dream, I wasn't sure what had been replaced and what had not. That's been a couple of years ago. I hadn't messed with one. I just knew this one felt good, and you know, and very ergonomic and all that. And so I let it follow me home. I bought it, and so that's that. So I think I've told you who made all the parts. I happen to know now, right, from your all's help. And I did put a Romeo 5 on it. You know, I need a shorter riser for it, I think. But other than that, you know, I'm gonna pretty much leave it like it is, as long as it's legal like this. Okay. Again, we don't like to lead you down the wrong path, and we don't ever want to go down the wrong path. It's very warm today. And so, even though there are a lot of silly, I think, my opinion, regulations regarding this sort of thing, you know, I want to obey the law on this stuff, okay? I mean, especially as we present these things to you as an example of people who are supposed to know what is going on, at least a little bit, right? And I still say it. You could argue all kinds of gun laws. The regulations on things like this, to me, are some of the most ridiculous, because I think it stems back, maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like it stems back into the days when the only people who could carry legally, at least unless you're going back into the 19th century, the only people who could carry legally were like police officers and that kind of thing. You had to have it's hard, impossible to get a permit and that sort of thing. So carrying a gun, something concealed on your person, man, unless you were a detective, you know, or a private eye or something, that was kind of unheard of. And so the whole concept of a concealed weapon was really scary, man, to think about a regular citizen having a concealed gun under their coat, their shirt, jacket, a concealed firearm. And that's why all the focus anti-gunners had was on smaller guns, Derringers, Saturday Night Specials, because you could conceal those. So I think some of that aspect of, no, we can't have a shotgun or a rifle that has a barrel, you know, shorter than whatever length, and a grip that's this length and all that kind of thing. I think that still harkens back to the ancient times when people were not really carrying guns, and we were all afraid if someone had a concealed weapon, that meant they were really evil, you know. And so that's all I can figure, because it's really kind of silly, isn't it, that it matters. Look at this Glock 17 here. You know, I mean, you would think it wouldn't make a whole lot of difference. This is a pistol. You know, what I add to it or what I take away from it, you know, because I could just go get this. Look, it's a pistol just like that. And there's not a lot I can do with that, if anything, maybe, that I can't do with this. This is a pretty nice little shooter. Where's that going? See, I mean, what can I not do with this? And I can put it in my pocket, I can put it in my, you know, it's just so simple to conceal. It's, again, it's intent, it's not the firearm, the inanimate. So anyway, that's enough. I won't preach to you on that anymore, but it's worthy of mention, I think. Lots of goofy firearms laws, and that one, short-barreled rifle, short-barreled shotgun, all that stuff, that might be about the most ridiculous, really, in my opinion. Okay, so let's load him up again. We emptied that. That's the stock mag. I bought these. These are mag pull, and they seem to work fine. They do. I had some left over, as I told you, I think in a Sunday video, recent Sunday video, I shot this, that I had bought 2 or 3 or 4 for that other video a couple years ago, and just hung on to them because I thought I might end up with one of these. Well, I've ended up with one, but I don't know where those magazines are. So I bought some extras, bought a couple Royal Range USA just a day or 2 ago, bought a couple extras, and now I've got 5 of them. Pretty nice. And so far, no malfunctions, okay? So let me shoot again. We won't keep you all night. We're shooting, by the way, the federal ammo we're shooting is this 150 grain Syntech. John and I discovered that it works really well suppressed in this thing. And one issue we've had, as I mentioned before, sometimes with at least our experience with 9mm handguns and things, when you get an ammo that is slow enough to work well in a suppressor, then sometimes it doesn't work the bolt reliably, or get weird things happen. You're just not quite powerful enough or whatever, and you get malfunctions. We've seen that with several firearms. You crank it up a little bit hotter ammo, and works fine, but you don't get quite the silencer effect that you're going for if you can. But this is great because it's pretty quiet, as you can tell, and it functions. This thing, it's a blowback. You know, you can see the big bolt in there. It's just a big old heavy bolt, blowback action, and you know, works well. I think it's got a hammer forged barrel. These things, they're not like crazy expensive, $1,000, something like that for just a basic gun, depending on where you buy it. But I think most people like them. If you look them up now, there's so many pistol caliber carbines and pistol caliber pistols out here, you know, like this, that you know, there's a million videos on which one's the best and all that kind of thing. This is one of the good ones, though. I think for the money, this is one of the good ones. I like it. How do you know that? I bought it. I bought it. Okay, let's shoot a little more here. I would just leave the suppressor on. I don't know, something over there needs to be hit, doesn't it? You know, there's a lonely little piggy on that top row. I feel sorry for him. Yeah, now I don't. I feel sorry for that turkey up on the top row too. Oh, he's a smart aleck. Well, let's just pop him again. Yeah, we'll get you. How about a red plate over there? Yeah. I'm just moving across the red plates. How about that pig right in the middle of the field? He's always a favorite target, isn't he? I like to, who else wants to fall? How about that ram up there on the top? He probably won't go over. I'm trying to hit him high. Well, I'm missing him high. Let's bring it down. Yeah, He's really set hard. I was trying headshots. Okay, how about some plates right here? Sorry, I get carried away. I forget you're there, okay? I might shoot a little more and then let you go. What else did I not tell you about this? We just wanted to kind of come clean. If you, if I end up at federal prison over this, over the limb saver, I'll get you my address, and hopefully you'll write to me and, you know, send me videos, and if I can get access to the internet, you know, all that kind of thing, we can stay in communication, okay? Because, you know, it could happen. You know, I'm just your average felon, right? And so this might be kind of weird to you all. I'm sure I'm weird to you all. You know, as a pistol, again, we've got this is a CZ, as I understand, kind of their what do you call it? Just, well, they're folding cheek rest with the gear head works. The gear head works brace, you know, right there, and so you have options with that in terms of length and the apex grip, and it's just I know some people are probably looking at it right now thinking, well, that's a pretty nice rig, except what idiot put a carbine length handguard on it? You know, it might as well be a musket, you know. And I don't know, maybe you're right. If you're looking for something really, really small, as small as you can get, at least in something like that, you know, you're right. Again, if I want and need something really small that I can hit targets with or hit something with, guess what? I've got this and several like it, 33 round mags, you know, so I kind of like it. It really is it's a good compromise for me, because I really liked the carbine, and this isn't the carbine, it's the pistol, but it has characteristics that make it similar, you know. And of course, being 6'8", it just feels better to me being able to grab it out here a little bit further if I want to. And again, the suppressor is Vantage 45. The silencer central, that didn't come with it. It had I should have brought that out here, kind of a screw in. I don't know what that thing's called. Is it called a flash? It's not a flash suppressor or anything like that. It's just solid, but it's you know, it's about that long. It comes out to there, and you know, it was a part of it. I don't think that was an add-on. That just comes with the pistol, I think. So we've got the Vantage 45, which works well, and especially with this ammo, and that's about all I understand or know about it, other than it's really cool. These things, I think I showed you in the other video. I got the bolt back, yeah, so we're empty, and I don't think the safety has to be on. I was gonna, maybe that's just gotten, I don't know, it's been really easy to take apart. Well, I don't want you to do it, but anyway, you just push that pin, and for some reason, for the first time ever, maybe it's dirty. I don't know what that's about. You know, and this trigger simply pulls out, and then you get to the bolt and take it out and clean it, put it back in. It's just basic field strip, which is really simple. For some reason right now it's not, unless it's warmed up on me or something. And again, I've got the red dot on it. It came with sights, were pretty low. I love the looks of them. They're kind of low, just iron sights, plastic sights, whatever. But I had to really get down on that thing, you know, way down to see it. And so I needed something just a little bit higher. This is a little too high, but I like a lot better. Okay, you know, I'm not against red dots. I have them on 3-4 guns, I guess, now. And it makes a lot of sense on a pistol caliber carbine for me, especially if it's something where, like the CX4 Storm, where it's a little more work getting down on it. Okay, so let me take just a couple more, then I'm going to run you all out of here. Even though I've exhausted the target rich environment, it looks like. What's wrong with that 2-liter right there? Looks like I didn't do a good job on it. Whoa, that made up for it. Thank you, buddy, for the show. Oh man, I shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna go over there and roll some turkeys. You know what it seems like? I've noticed this phenomenon with firearms in my lifetime. I don't know if it's a phenomenon, but as the barrel warms up, prints a little bit higher, and it seems to be doing that, but just a little bit. I'm having to hold down more than I was early in the video, unless you all did something. I thought you were just watching. Surely you weren't messing with my sights. All right. Sorry, I was just in the mood to pop the old gong. So we're empty, and yeah, you ought to be smoking now, huh? So the good old CZ Scorpion EVO 3S1 pistol, pretty cool, you know, with the Gearhead Works brace on it and a folding cheek rest. You could do worse in a little firearm like this, and hopefully these will remain to be legal, you know, in this configuration. They're a lot of fun, and I don't think they're in danger of anybody hiding one in their vest pocket. You know, we have other firearms for that, right? So good to see you all this evening, and I'm glad you came out to enjoy this quiet bit of shooting with me. Life is good.
Oh yeah, that's better. This is a great gun for defense. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. While I've got you here, I want to remind you of our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol. Talon Grips makes grips, can you believe it, for all different types of firearms. You can get rough texture or more of a rubberized texture. It just sticks right on there. You know, really affordable, really cool option to improve the grip for your handguns or rifles. So please check them out at talongungrips.com. You'll be glad you did. And also Ballistol. Dad has been using Ballistol for many years. It's a cleaner and a lubricant, and it's non-toxic. It works really great, and we're happy to have them on board since it's been a part of our shooting endeavor for a very long time. So go to ballistol.com, talongungrips.com, and also while you're out there, I'm juggling all these things here. Also, while you're on the internet, please do check out our other social media like Hickok45 on Facebook. There's also Hickok45 on Twitter, The Real Hickok45 on Instagram. There's a John_Hickok45 on Instagram where I do some things. There's Hickok45.com. You can find us also on Gunstreamer. So check out all that stuff and then watch more videos.